songs of Martin Page, all day, all night, forever. So grab a cup of tea, settle down with us in the Owl's Nest.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
Now that's not a new demo by me. That's not one of my songs. It's the end of the year show for the OwlHeads. Thank you for joining me. There's no snow where I am. I'm talking to you from Encino, just outside Los Angeles. It's 83 bloody degrees. No sign of snow, I'm afraid. But I am so thrilled to be here speaking to you at the end of the year's show. I think it's episode 5,221 and a half. I think it's episode 38, if I'm mathematically right. I was terrible at school for maths, so do not trust me. It's strange, isn't it? These Christmas songs, they're played with Hawaiian guitars. I don't think there's too much snow in Hawaii. And it does feel a bit like The Shining. It's a bit eerie, isn't it? Anyway, I chose that to start this end-of-year show. It just felt like a Christmas thing to do. I really want to make this show interesting. And I want to go back into... Oh, Igor! Oh, it's so emotional to hear your voice again. Could you just do that one more time? Oh, so sexy. So sexy. Thank you, Igor. You are big and bouncy still. Yes, he's a big lad, isn't he? So I thought, end of the year, yes, a Christmas show. What can we do that's just a little teeny bit different to what we've been doing all year? Not much. No, I think we can. I'm going to play you songs that are really, 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 and for the fourth time, really incredibly rare. I thought I'm going to go real deep here and play you stuff that I had to really search for. Every now and then, as you know, I still have my veteran iPod. Some tracks appear and I go, I didn't realise I had that at all. And I thought in this show, even though you may loathe some of these songs, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to play you some of the stuff I might not have played you if my mind was right. But it's Christmas and my mind is full of celebrating the weirdest stuff in the world. And I think this whole show should be filled with Dickens kind of surprises. And as the creaking door of the vault opens, let me tell you about the first song I want to play you. It's written with Bernie Taupin, and it's called Welcome to the Retro Hip. It was a song I was writing for my second album, In the Temple of the Muse. And it didn't make it onto the record. But listening back now, I can hear all the elements that were making me quite excited about this track. I was very influenced at that time by the Beatles again. And you know how it is with the Beatles. They keep on influencing you as time passes. Every 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, you discover them again. And the particular song, I Am the Walrus, I grew up loving that track. I think it was a B-side to Hello, Goodbye. I might be wrong there, but... I Am the Walrus had a very interesting kind of chromatic chord sequence, and I wanted to experiment with that sequence. And Bernie had sent me this lyric, Welcome to the Retro Hip. Very odd, very interesting. And even now, listening back to his lyrics, I think it was a pretty special and innovative lyric. Now, on that album, In the Temple of the Muse, I had the great fortune to work with Jimmy Copley, the wonderful drummer that we lost, and Neil Taylor, his best friend, great guitarist. And so in the live recording studios at American Studios in the Valley, we cut this track live. And that's what I'm going to play you now. It really is just the live recording. It's a demo still. It was the beginning. And also, Bernie Taupin came down to the studio to hear the roughs as we were making them. And I remember him saying to me, this sounds like the Jam. I dig this. This sounds like the Jam. And I don't mean the jam you put on your bread. I'm talking about the Jam, the band with Paul Weller as a guitarist. I think Bernie could hear that mod Beatles kind of esque thing happening. So let me play it to you. Never heard before. Absolutely a Christmas gift. This is called Welcome to the Retro Hip.
retro hip. Our lines are drawn, the crosses burn, nothing ever changes. Oh, welcome to the retro hip. A single thought awaits you. A single thought awaits you. So lock away your life and live your dreams. Another weary year just floats upstream. I can't put my finger on the pulse, my dear. The scores are in for another year. You welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. You welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. Check out the parade. Tractor cabs full of flowers through the ticker tape. Curse the heat and blame the rain. Almanacs predict a perfect future for the past. Bumper stickers and tatted glass. A single thought awaits you. So lock away your life and live your dreams. Another weary year just floats upstream. I can't put my finger on the pulse, my dear. The scores are in for another year. You welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. You're welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. Shades go down, the curtains drawn, doors slam right behind you. And welcome to the retro hip, our modern world designs you. A single thought awaits you. You're welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. You're welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. Crosses burn, nothing ever changes. Retro hip returns to you. You're welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. You're welcome back to retro, retro hip. The retro hip returns to you with love. Says when we all trigger, ignorance trips. And returns to you. Lost retro crosses round, nothing ever changes. And returns to you. And returns to you. Returns to you. Returns to you. Returns to you.
I feel so brave to play that on the end of year show. Great stuff. Did you hear Jimmy Copley's drums? Did you hear his kick drum? I mean, my God, what a drummer. And Neil Taylor's guitars reminded me a lot of the Smiths and what they were doing around that era. Johnny Marr. Excuse the rough mix. It's what we took off of the board the day we finished the live tracking. I'm particularly happy with the bass. It's a mixture of Paul McCartney meeting, I think, Sly and the Family Stone. Well, that's what I was trying anyway. I'm reminded, my manager always tells me about the time we played this rough mix to a publisher, a Chapel Publishing. I was at Chapel Publishing, and they were looking for songs to run. And when we played this song to the lady that was sat there, I won't mention names, she said, "Can you play us something worse? This is too musical. We need something worse to work with." Ah, the music business.
Hello, Bootsy. This is the Queen from Buckingham Palace. I'm putting together the honours list, and I would like to knight you, Sir Bootsy.
Oh, I'm so proud of that moment. Brings me to tears. So proud that our Bootsy, the mascot cat at home, the philosopher cat, was knighted by the Queen. Continuing with our very unusual demos, never heard in space or time before. This is a great track I wrote with the great Chris Sutton called You Can't Tear It From My Heart.
Here we are again, after all we said. Part of me says don't you do it, for the tears already shed. But now the need is strong. How can this go on? Knowing that it's not my place, I still feel it's where I belong. And now passion rises from the soul. Feel the hunger take its toll. I'm just the moment in your life that you intend to leave behind. No, I can't allow this to go. It may be selfish, but it's wrong. If love was planted from the start, how can you tear it from a heart? When I'm with you, I find it's messing up my mind. Holding on when nothing's certain, nothing's ever black and white. Can't you find a way instead of leaving? Stay. Try to find that lost emotion that we lost along the way. 'Cause now passion rises from the soul. Don't you feel the hunger take its toll? I'm just that moment in your life that you intend to leave behind. No, I won't allow this to go on. I know it's selfish, but it's wrong. If love was planted from the start, you just can't tear it from a heart. Be selfish, but it's wrong. If love was planted from the start, you just can't tear it. tributary from a
That's the 8-track Fostex quarter-inch analog tape demo done in my house, Crescent Heights, Los Angeles, becoming quite a famous little house where I did all my early demos. A song called You Can't Tear It From My Heart with Chris Sutton. The demo, the original demo that went on to his album eventually on Polydor Records called Chris Sutton. If you've heard a few of my earlier shows, I rave about this singer that has gone into obscurity. I thought he was going to be really one of the biggest stars that I'd worked with. He made a record with Dennis Lambert here in America. Very slick record, very slick album. And I think it was too slick. So I was very pleased to play these demos to you of his the original work with me, because I think there you catch the fantastic range and the beautiful sense of melody that this lad had. I wrote the chords or the music, and he did the melodies and the lyrics. He was pretty special to work with, and a bit of an enigma, because we can't really find out too much about him. But nice to play that demo. Definitely a blast from the past.
The owl is a specialized hunting machine. Its talons are zygodactyl, 2 in front, 2 in back, and their grip is the strongest of the raptors. 500 pounds per square inch, 8 times stronger than the human.
The Owlman. We've had the Owlman for 3 years, and I must admit, I've learned a lot about owls. Thank you, Mr. Owlman.
Hi, I'm the guy who plays drums behind Martin Page.
Oh, I love
Q-Film.
Trevor. I love Trevor.
And let me tell you, it sucks. The hours are long and the pay is lousy. But anyway, you're listening to Radio Owlsnest with Martin Page. Good luck.
Made my heart warm. Continuing with the rare demos, extremely rare. This is a track from the 90s, first time played, a demo called Back to Life.
yeah, you can run. Yeah, you can run. Baby, just run back to life. Never give up, baby, for love. Yeah, you can run back to life. A cold wind blows across your soul. How do you mend a broken heart? You never knew you could feel so alone. Baby, yeah, you can run. Yeah, you can run. Baby, just run back to life. Never give up, baby, for love. Yeah, you can run back to life. I saw you drowning in the bitter rain, passion fading in your eyes. Love will raise you from the bed of pain. Oh, the spirit never dies, baby. Yeah, you can run. Yeah, you can run. Baby, just run back to life. Never give up, baby, for love. Yeah, you can run back to life. All your dreams, they buried deep, deep in you. Somehow your light keeps breaking through. Yeah, you can run. Yeah, you can run. Baby, just run back to life. Look for the sun, the strength to go on. Yeah, you will run back to life. Oh, baby, just breathe. It's all that you need. Maybe you'll reach love. Yeah, won't you run back to life?
That's a demo from the 90s, a song called Back to Life. I never really finished it, I never really flushed it out, but I like the feel when it comes on my iPod while I'm walking. I like the feel, and I like the idea that you have to come back to life. When things are tough, when you're outside reality, you have to come back into the light. You have to come back to life.
Integrity has no need of rules, according to Camus. Therefore, a philosopher cat should be allowed on the counter if he desires. Shooing me away reveals your selfish attempt to keep all the turkey for yourself.
Ah, Bootsy.
Or is that the catnip speaking?
It's true, it's true. Every cat should be able to get onto the dinner table or the counter and get as much turkey as he bloody well wants. Right. Now, I could not resist this. Listen to the wind there. This is the demo of a song called Adventures of the Heart, written with Maurice White of Earth, Wind and Fire and with Brian Fairweather. This is the demo, and I thought, I just knew at Christmas we need to hear Maurice White's voice.
I love the way it feels when my heart is guiding me. Still waters running deep, sweet as a symphony. Like the whisper on the wind, you reached and touched my soul. Now I join
demo every now and then. I can't even speak. It brought back so many memories, working with Maurice White, Earth, Wind & Fire's leader. That demo was done in the valley, just with me and Brian and Maurice with a drum machine, and me and Brian playing bass and guitars and everything else, and Maurice doing those vocals, which are so inspiring. It really moved me to hear that perfect at Christmas, because when I was working with Earth, Wind & Fire, Maurice White made a journey to my house when I was renting a house on Crescent Heights, and he knocked on the door, and my mum was a big fan, and he came in and gave her a present. And I thought, what a wonderful human being he is. But now getting back to the music, listen to his phrasing. This is a drummer who sings. And there's so much sunshine in his vocals, so much lifting spirit. His phrasing is so funky and so uplifting that I think he made Earth, Wind & Fire bigger than life and bigger than the world, and so inspiring to everybody. Hearing that really moved me. Anyway, for Christmas, that's my present to myself. That's my present to myself, listening to Maurice White sing again, because when he sang, everything changed inside your heart. How do you follow that? Well, you don't. That was lovely to hear Maurice White singing again. But here is a demo written with Cliff Magnus called The Children, recorded by Starship. Very proud of this demo.
Skin upon a face.
right at the centre point of this end of year show. Two uplifting songs, I think, that really blended quite well together. Adventures of the Heart, I wrote with Maurice White and Brian Fairweather, and that was going to go on to Maurice White's first solo album. It actually went on the deluxe version. And this is The Children. I think they matched each other quite well. Wrote that with Cliff Magnus. A demo we did was eventually recorded by Starship on an album called No Protection. Thank you, Mickey Thomas. And we thought when we were writing it, this might be a Michael Jackson kind of thing, but it was really good that it was picked up quite quickly by Mickey Thomas, because I think he really got the soul of what we were trying to say. So two uplifting demos at the end of your show, midpoint. Thank you. No, thank you. It's lovely when you appreciate the pacing of this show. Thank you very much. Charity. No, it's not a charity show, but if you want to send in any donations, of course, I won't stop you. That did sound a bit like a Christian evangelist show, didn't it, you know? Send those donations in now and you will be saved! Sorry about that. It's Christmas. I'll try and be controlled. Anyway, at the midpoint of the show, I used to always do a quiz, but that sent a lot of people to the asylums, and it wasn't healthy for people. So I felt very guilty about that. But instead of the quiz, I like to try and now tell you something that you might not know about me. No, I'm not an evangelist preacher, no. But I thought I might enlighten a few of you of my football career that started at a very early age. I was a fanatic for football, like I am now for music. And it's not always that you get sportsmen becoming musicians, I suppose. We've got the Rod Stewarts, whatever. And I know he was a big footballer. And of course, Robbie Williams, who I was playing with. They all love the game. But my career in football started really when I was 14. I was addicted to football from about 11 years old, lived in Southampton, and at 14 years old I was chosen for Southampton under 15 schoolboy team, and I played for all my school teams at centre forward, and I was scoring something like 40 goals a season. And when I became 15 years old actually, Southampton schoolboys under 16s took me on. I was made captain, and within my first 3 games against the New Forest, then Bournemouth in Midhants and Reading schoolboys, I scored 4 or 5 goals, and 2 at the Dell, the old Dell of Southampton, because the Southampton schoolboys were playing in this English schoolboys championship. That was a big thrill, one with my head and one with feet, in both ends, Milton End and Archer's End. You don't forget things like that. And then I was playing for Hampshire schoolboys under 16s, and then I went for England trials at under 16 level, away, I think it was in Berkshire somewhere, and out of about 50 kids, 4 were chosen to go on to Bisham Abbey, and I was one of those lucky 4. Bisham Abbey was the place where they were grooming the English schoolboys football team, and that was a hell of an experience, being at Bisham Abbey, where the English football team who won the 1966 World Cup were based, and it was a really fantastic area of playing fields with the Thames, I believe, running through, or a great big river. It was so beautiful. But all the doors in Bisham Abbey were small, because back then, when this building was built, they were all 3'1", so I was always hitting my head on the door. Maybe that's why I didn't get through. But I was chosen for a final trial game to pick the England schoolboys. It was the south of England, or I was in that team, against the north of England, and somewhere up, I think, in Wigan, the most awful place you could play. It was a rugby ground, and it was raining. What would you expect? I didn't have a particularly good game, and I wasn't selected into the last 22. I'll never get over that. But anyway, came back and played for Southampton Youth at the age of 17, and we won the Hampshire Cup. And then, out of the blue, I was playing for a team called Netley Central after I'd come back from America, just for fun. And John McGrath, who was a Southampton centre-half himself, a really strong man, came from Newcastle. He'd played for England a couple of times, I believe. And he spotted me playing at the age of 17, and he came to my house, and I went upstairs and hid away in the bedroom because he was talking to my father and my mother about becoming an apprentice. And my dad really wanted me to. My mum said, I'm not sure about it. He always keeps on coming back with broken noses and concussion. But anyway, they took me on as a youth player, expecting to be an apprentice. I was even put in the local paper as the first signing of John McGrath and Laurie McNemony for John McGrath becoming a youth coach. And I remember very well playing against the first team of Southampton. Now, I grew up on the terraces at the Dell watching Terry Payne, Mike Shannon, Ron Davis, Sydenham, all the players for Southampton. And they brought the youth team out onto the Dell on a Monday after a game, and we played against them. And I was marking Ron Davis, the brilliant Welsh centre forward who Matt Busby from Manchester United said is probably the best centre forward in the whole of Europe. And he was. He was good. And the first half I did very well, and Laurie McNemony was on the field, and he said, you're handling Ron very good. And I think Ron was just playing with me, because in the second half I think he scored 3 or 4 goals with his head. He was an amazing header of the ball. And I played on with the youth team for quite a while, but then music took my life over, and I thought I might end up playing for Wigan or Doncaster Rovers. Nothing to say it's bad, but I thought I haven't got the potential to go all the way, and I was falling in love with music. It was really going into my heart at the age of 17 and 18, and so I pulled away from the Southampton Football Club and followed my father to America when he was working on the air bases for British Aerospace, and I dedicated myself to becoming a bass player. But I still do follow soccer like a maniac, and unfortunately watching Southampton, even though they're in the Premiership, yes, it's a bit like that. It's very much like that, because we're always hovering around the relegation zone. Anyway, that's a little history of what I loved as a kid. I was obsessed from probably the age of 11 onwards till about 18 or 19. I had all the team shirts of every team I could buy, even Celtic. I used to go out and play on the green, and I was known in Millbrook in Southampton for having what I saved up for was every shirt you could buy of a different colours of a football team. Yes, I was an addict, I'm afraid, and now I was still an addict for music. But that's a little history. Even in my bedroom when I was a boy, I had all the stickers of all the players on the bedroom walls. It was every single player from Manchester United, which is Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law, George Best, and Connolly, all those. Stepney, I can remember them all. That shows you how obsessed I was. But anyway, back to music before I send you back to the asylum. So this Radio Owlsnest is a songwriters podcast, and for any of you songwriters out there, I suffer with you. I understand. Well, I'm one of those veterans that had been around in Los Angeles, being moved from all these different publishers. I felt like a soccer player, because I was once with Zomba, then I was with Virgin, EMI, Famous, ATV. I was being moved around like one of those soccer players where they say, go here, go there, we'll sell you here, transfer you here, you should work here for a while. I'm mentioning this because I know with you songwriters out there, we're always trying to get please our publishers, always trying to give them a hit and get them turned on. And in the late 90s, it was with the publisher Sony Publishing, and they had a band called Wild Orchid, a 3-piece female vocal band, and they said they're struggling. We didn't get a really successful album with them last time, and we need to get a hit. And of course, you say, I'm ready. Now, I think they were being sent out to all the songwriters all around Los Angeles, but I thought I'll give it a shot. And in this band, they had Fergie. You know, Fergie, the lead singer for Black Eyed Peas. She was part of Wild Orchid. So we did the demo, and I'm going to play it to you now. It really is a hidden demo. I haven't played it myself for the longest time. But again, on the veteran iPod, it appeared, and I thought I should play this to songwriters so they can hear how such a chameleon. You have to, as a songwriter, always try and blend into, at that point, the band, what they feel, and what the fashion is, and what radio's playing. It's a juggling job, really, and sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. It was a good experience. The girls came across with loads of bagels for 2 days, and I ate tons of bagels, and they cooked in the kitchen, as women do. So I had a lot of good food around that time. And then I presented this track, the instrumental, and they went outside into the garden and came back after about 10 minutes, and they had lyrics to it called When the Water Falls. And I'm going to play you the original demo. And my publisher felt it was very strong, and they really believed the band should put it on the album. But they didn't make an album at that point, and Fergie left, I believe, and went on to Black Eyed Peas. But they did leave a lot of food in my kitchen, so I was paid in some way. So have a listen to the demo. This is just me doing the music, and it's Fergie singing, and it's Wild Orchid. When the Water Falls, a demo done with a band called Wild Orchid. At that point, even when we were working together, I could feel like Fergie was standing away from the band, and I think she had some other plan about to happen, which it did happen. And so at that point, I felt like this band is probably going to fracture and Fergie's going to move on. But it was lovely to find this on the iPod, because there are some songs, some collaborations you totally forget, and then suddenly at my age you go, oh, my goodness, I was fed so well at that time. Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
What may this mean, that thou, dead course again in complete steel, revisits thus the glimpses of the moon, making night hideous, and we fools of nature so hurried to shake our dispositions with thoughts beyond the reaches of our souls? Oh, God.
Now for something completely different. There's nothing better than Shakespeare, is there? And Mr. Richard Burton for the winter of discontent kind of feel and tone. I mentioned some time back that I've been working really quite slowly on a pagan Christmas album. Very different kind of sort of Christmas record that looks back to the folk darkest beginnings of Christmas, but still with beauty. I'm going to play you a track that I've been working on called Angel of the North. Not finished, again, just a board mix, building. But I also think it represents that Christmas, for some people, is not as wonderful as it is for a lot of other people. Christmas can be a tough time, and it can be a very lonely time. So I'd like to play you this song, a brand new song, a song called Angel of the North. Angel of the North, can you hear me? Won't you let me in to your house? 'Cause I'm so cold, and the winter has beaten me down. Won't you let me in to your house, where it's warm, where I can rest my bones, where I can warm my heart by your fire. Angel of the North, can you hear my lament? It's a winter lullaby of a sorrow and strife. She say it's Christmas, but I don't feel the joy. Angel of the North, please let me into your house, where it's warm, where there's love, where I can warm my heart by your fire. So lonely, I'm so lonely. Angel of the North, please take me in. Please take me in. New track I'm working on called Angel of the North. For many people, we know that Christmas is a desolate time, and I tried to portray in this that wanting to feel the warmth and the love of the Christmas period, the longing to be part of it. There's a great statue in the north of England called the Angel of the North, which is very inspiring and very evocative of reaching out to help the people under the wings of the Angel of the North. Anyway, that's a new song. Just working on that now, and the album is going really quite well.
I'm dreaming
Yes.
of a white Christmas.
I do wish I'd written that song, to tell you the truth.
Just like the ones
Yeah.
I used
I think
to
if you had
know.
We Built This City, These Dreams, King of Wishful Thinking, and White Christmas,
I
think it would be pretty good. I mentioned earlier about that Hawaiian guitar, saying that you don't get much kind of snow in Hawaii, but that's probably the point. You're there wishing for snow for a white Christmas. I apologise, I totally missed the point. Well, I said it was going to be a very, very deep diving Christmas show where I pull out all the stops, and I think I'm going to play you, just listening to that White Christmas, I think I'm going to play you a crooner song. Yes, I think it's time for me to become a crooner, and I want to play you something that I was having a lot of fun with, and I was just going through the Gershwin songbook and feeling what that spirit was, and I wrote a song called You Sure Look Beautiful Tonight. Very romantic. At Christmas time, you better tell your wife or your girlfriend, you sure look beautiful tonight, otherwise you're in trouble. This is me doing a phonetic vocal, so not all the lyrics are there, and it's just me with a pad finding these chords that reminded me of the Great American Songbook. And so, for Christmas, at the end of the show, don't tell me I don't give you your money's worth. Here's a really, really rough beginning of a song called You Sure Look Beautiful Tonight. Just the way you make time stand so still. It's just the way my light upon your will. It's just the way you mount God of your lips. It's just the way you mount life, a simple kiss. In the candlelight, you're perfect in my eyes, baby, you sure look beautiful tonight. How you wear that dress, you're simply the best, baby, you sure look beautiful tonight. It's just the way you like ball to my heart. It's just the way that light I fall apart. It's just the way you light a room up with your eyes. And how the world stops with just a smile. It's plain to see, and all will agree, baby, you sure look beautiful tonight. By the light of the moon, your dream come true, baby, you sure look beautiful tonight. When we're out on the town, you make me so proud. For all of my friends, I'm so envious when you take my hand for the final dance. All of my friends are so jealous. It's just the way you make time stand so still. It's just the way my light upon your will. It's just the way you mount God of your lips. It's just the way my life, a simple kiss.
in the candlelight. You're perfect in my eyes. Baby, you sure look beautiful tonight. Ooh, how you wear that dress. You're simply the best. Baby, you sure look beautiful tonight. You're perfect in my eyes. You sure look beautiful tonight.
So you better tell your wife, your girlfriend, your soulmate, you sure look beautiful tonight this Christmas, or you'll be in the doghouse. That's a phonetic vocal demo, which means I'm making sounds more than lyrics, so they can find the odd sound, and every now and then a lyric points its way. I do this with a live vocal, and I find rhymes within rhymes. It's more about sound for me and performance. So thought I would do that as a gift here at the end of the year show, play you something that I was hiding away. Me being Bing Crosby at Christmas, a crooner. Tea boiling and Bing Crosby. What could be warmer at Christmas? I'm come to the end of the show, and I had a great time. I really hope that you heard a few tracks there and bips and bobs that you enjoyed. I had great fun. I tried to play some things which were a little bit deeper in the vault and in the archives. And can we just hear him one more time? I do need to hear him. Oh, Iger, that is really deep and incredibly sexy. My knees wobbled for a second. Oh, yeah, don't do it again. I don't think I could take it. Now, I've got control of myself again, and I just want to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Stay healthy, be strong, and be positive as much as you possibly can. Listen to good music. That's always helpful. I have to thank Vanessa Levitt and Brian Levitt. They've helped me again put this year together with all the social media, which I have no idea about. But Vanessa has been incredible, and thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Brian. Got to thank David Knight, my painter of the senses up there in Canada, somewhere. Guelph, I think it's called. Guelph. A very famous but unusual little place. Thank you, David, for being your brilliant self. And I've got to thank my manager, I always say, the long-suffering manager. I call her Titch, Diane S. Sydney Poncha. And I've got to thank her for doing some of the shows with me here through the year and also being just bloody brilliant. And I've got to thank the philosopher cat, Bootsy. Where will we be without Bootsy? Floundering in the darkness of space. So thank you, Bootsy, again. Got to say again, thank you to all you OwlHeads out there and all the people that support my music. You've written me some wonderful emails and you've been so encouraging. It makes it really all worth it for this English songwriter here somewhere in California. I do really appreciate your encouragement, and I feel like I'm, close to you guys. I know a few of you pretty well. Thank you so much for making my job lovelier. I never go without saying please be compassionate to all the innocent animals out there. We have dominion over them, so let's be good overseers. And Happy New Year, and Happy Christmas, and I will see you again in the Owl's Nest. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Igor, I think it's time you found yourself a girlfriend. Come on now. Very sexy, though, I must admit.